Hey, does this rag smell like chloroform? No, it's pine salt. I'm serious. Like I got this
For real?
in the kitchen.
I haven't smelled mine.
Does yours
Mine's
smell
more
like
to
pine
cover
salt?
my shirt than to use for facials.
I'm not even really gonna say much. I'm just gonna sit here and chomp. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
well, let's
Let's do it together. You
Hey,
know?
cheers.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. What day is this? Is it the festivus for the rest of us?
It's that's the day before
All right.
Christmas.
I'm cutting a slice. What do you do? Oh my God, that's
cutting
tender
in.
as fuck.
I'm cutting in. Oh, it's like it's
Holy
look,
shit,
it's like
it's
butter.
Like butter. I was afraid it was gonna be rough.
Should we explain what we're eating?
Fuck these
steak.
people.
Listen,
They
we're
got
eating
their
steak.
own New Year's plans, bro.
Look, he got me a medium rare steak, and I am absolutely thrilled about this.
All right, bro.
It's the only way I'll eat steak, actually.
Here it is. Oh, you already know?
Oh, I'm gone. Yeah,
Dude.
hey.
That's like, I can't even explain what it tastes
kinda-
like. It doesn't have like a restaurant-y taste.
No,
like,
it's not.
like
No. The wine is. I feel the wine. Not feel. I taste. I taste
It's
the wine.
good.
It's good.
It's really, really
The seasoning
good.
is good, but what I like about it, and it's just I'm picky about steak. You still taste the meat. It didn't ruin the flavor of the meat, yet it's still seasoned. I want to have that meat taste, especially for a steak on a stove. I'm not good at that. I can cut a steak on a grill all day.
I'm getting a weird sensation of like a little aftery taste, like a.
Let me go in for. Let me get a piece of this fat too.
Ooh, you know what it tastes like to me?
What's that?
It tastes just like that Kerrygold butter that I put on. But with meat.
We'll see. Go for number 2.
And the mashed potatoes are pretty good. They're not like golden, but they're good to me. So it's New Year's Eve, actually.
Okay, so yeah.
And I cook steaks. This is
We'll
a
give a
normal
rundown.
tradition for me. Yeah.
He cooks steaks. We are at the usual recording spot.
Not in the booth.
Not in the booth.
I fudged the fucking Christmas episode.
I'm naked on the
so-
couch kind of thing.
You're naked again on the couch?
Naked.
Are we
Actually, I'm not naked this
Are we
time.
harkening back to episode 1 here?
Is that episode 1? That's
Yeah.
just about episode 1.
I think that was way back.
It was
when.
way back, yeah.
It's good, though.
It's
I
very
kinda
good.
shocked
I haven't even got to the
myself.
potatoes yet. Let me get to the potatoes.
I'm really enjoying those. They have like a real creamy flavor. It doesn't taste like a potato. It tastes like a
good
crema. It's almost like au gratin.
There's steak juice on top, too. Yeah.
Listen, I'm really gullible about my cooking. I'm not gullible about a lot of things. Not even
No.
my cocksmith skills. I'm not even gullible about that.
I have
Like,
told
I'm kinda-
people when they've made a bad steak, this is a good steak. I like
Please,
this
please
steak.
keep.
And I'm picky about steak. It's the one thing. That and ribs, maybe. Meat. I like meat. Picky about meat. Look, if I don't finish this steak, then maybe assume. But I'm going to finish this steak, so.
So one time I did this, and someone put A1 on it without even tasting it.
See, I
was highly offended.
No, absolutely not.
Let's just chop
The
in
only
the
thing I will put A1
microphone.
on is thick steak fries.
Did you get into the fat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you with the steak fries. Mm-hmm. That fat is like juicy tender.
I love fat. It keeps the steak juicy. The more fat on a steak, the better to me.
It's unlike any restaurant quality steak I've ever had in my life. That's kind of weird.
That wine added something to it, I think. Granted, I don't know what wine you use, but it's very good.
If you ever have any kind of red meat, like if you do like a pot roast, soak it in red wine overnight, and all it does is it seeps into the fat, and it tenderizes it so well. This thing is glorious. Like, that's my
Props,
third
sir.
bite, and I'm like, holy shit.
Props, sir.
Happy New Year, brother.
What a podcast. Has anyone ever eaten steaks?
Oh, I'm sure.
On a
I think there's a
podcast?
podcast specifically about eating steak.
I mean, let me just say, I show up today for New Year's Eve. We're going to Alcove. I happen to show up in a suit, not knowing it's your tradition
knowing
to
it's my
wear a
tradition,
suit.
yeah.
I don't remember that from last year.
I'll wear a suit.
I sure as fuck
I'll
wasn't.
wear a suit and I'll let it coat.
And then you have fucking 2 steaks going. What a start.
Yeah, dude. You never know where the night will take you. You could be finger blasting a hottie later, you know?
Never know.
A fucking sorority slut's gonna be like, you look good.
Then
What frat are you in?
And you blow her clit off with a fucking firecracker.
You better carry some of my babies. Wanna watch me blow my hand off? Oh, one of my favorite clips, but this is 4th of July. Put it reverse, Terry. Put it reverse.
I do love that.
Every time I think about fireworks, I think about that. Put it reverse, Terry. All I must say,
Man.
and no offense to you, Noah, like I was gonna cook them either way, and I'm glad that I'm spending this experience with you. You know, it was like, what better way to say that? You know, I love you, dude. I appreciate the pub. I did tell you this. It's like we get together just to do this. But I mean,
hey, but we didn't plan this.
no, it was unplanned. It was very, very unplanned. What was planned was that I was coming to town and we were gonna pop firecrackers. But I'm lost in steak. Sorry, I'm lost in steak.
Yeah, it's just as hard. Yeah, man. I hit a wall of fat on the outside of the long part of the steak. I'm about to just cut it off and eat it by itself, I think.
Good Lord. Homegirl missed out. That's what I was trying to say.
Come on.
And I'm glad I got to share this experience with my comrade podcast friend.
This is good. This is a great experience.
Let's go blow some shit up now.
This actually is a like a memento, because although this sounds weird, we've never eaten a non-vegan meal together.
Yeah, well, it's because I'm vegan.
Yeah, you're vegan. I always get meat, and I feel like I'm rubbing it in your face.
This is a once-a-year thing for me.
So this is more comforting, I feel like.
Is that why it's so good? Or is it just good?
It's just good. I'm sure it's adding something for you.
For me, yeah. Well, you know, the last time I ate steak, I passed out.
That's what I'm scared about.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
We'll see what happens. Here's a better question. Do I get to have a glass of champagne tonight?
I'm not going to ask you to, because it's all up to you. But it would be very enjoyable if you did.
I'm not going to, like, fall off the wagon because of one
No.
glass of champagne. Like,
It's more about you just
I had a
wanting
beer
to
on
or
my
not. It's
birthday
not
this
about
year,
anything
yeah.
like that.
I've already debated it. I think it's a good idea.
And then, they give you this little cup of champagne, and it's crap. I hate champagne, but I have to drink it on New Year's.
Look homeboy straight in the eye and be like, give me 4 or 5 of those. And he
Oh,
probably
yeah.
would.
They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They don't care. I mean, it's probably the cheapest champagne in little,
Yeah, it's
little
probably
plastic
Cook's.
cups.
Yeah. I had a beer on my birthday. I didn't fall off the wagon. You know, it's like
You had a beer on Halloween. Somewhat.
yeah, somewhat.
About a
I
half
didn't drink all of it.
Me neither.
Stuck in somebody's
Put
mailbox.
it in the mailbox, yeah.
Yeah, as a prank. I'm almost through here, man. Like I'm getting big chunks. Look at that.
Not far. Granted, I had a bigger steak, I think.
Oh, here's at least 16 ounce. Did I tell you what these cost?
No. How much these
Well,
cost? I'm not going to ask you to tell me, but you can tell me if you wish to.
I'll just say $22 a pound.
Good Lord. How many pounds was this?
About a pound and a half.
Well, that's not a terrible deal, but still expensive.
It's pretty expensive for steak. Like I remember seeing the tag and going, "Are they
They've gone
fucking
up.
serious?" Yeah.
They've gone up.
Well, you know what? Well worth it, brother.
It's a good cut of meat. There's a lot of meat on it. Oh, I'm enjoying this. Okay.
Those taste like breakfast potatoes. They got like a little sweetness to it. What a wonderful podcast.
I mean, yeah.
Stuff your
I hope
face.
y'all are enjoying it, because that sure as fuck
It's
am.
like that episode where we just like ate hot dogs.
That was a good episode.
Yeah. Napoleon in red.
Things that it used.
Every bite that I take, I'm like, this is like. You ever have dreams of food?
Oh, yeah. My God. I dream of the varsity once a week.
I think this is what I'll dream of.
Think so?
I think so.
You're going to wake up and want it?
No. I'm gonna wake up and want to. Never mind.
Penis?
No.
Oh, no.
Warm, wet vagina. God damn, I nailed that. I'm done. I'm done gloating.
No, keep going. I do it when I make good ribs.
I want some ribs now.
I make some good ribs. I'll have you over for ribs one day.
Vegan, just kidding.
We can do a rib podcast where we podcast while smoking ribs.
I have decided for my New Year's resolution that I'm serious about giving up the Taco Bell this time.
Okay.
I was going to ask.
I was going to ask your New Year's resolution. So that's good to know.
Do you want to know what I spent on Taco Bell this year?
No.
According to the app.
Granted, you eat a cheap Taco Bell meal.
It's like $3.50, $5.50 sometimes.
Okay. What is it? How much for the Taco
According to the app, which is a dollar per reward point, right? I spent 5,496 reward points.
Wow.
$5,000 on fucking Taco Bell.
What do you think you've spent lifetime?
Oh, God.
Would you want to know?
If I'm pushing 30 years and I didn't really get into Taco Bell. Like, I've been eating it maybe since college years.
I'm scared
Would I want to know? I'd be able to buy probably a nice Tesla or something. I got one nub left, brother.
Me too.
That's it.
And taters.
That's it.
I always go for the steak first.
Damn, that was good. I almost don't want it to be over.
Here's my problem. And it's going to lead into my New Year's resolution. One of them. I have a few. I'm going to eat something like this, which I know it's not the healthiest in the world, right?
The 8 ounces of steak? No, you're good. It's like 200 calories.
You know, it's butter. It's whatever. But tomorrow I'm going to be eating fucking fast food. Not tomorrow, but you know what I mean. Within a week, I will be eating fast food. And that's shit. It's crap. I know you can't eat steak every day. But this leads me to my New Year's resolution, which is make better and make more food at home.
At home.
Healthier food, better food. It doesn't have to be healthy. I'm still going to use butter and eat red meat. But make food. Make some collard greens every once in a while.
Yeah, speaking of collard greens, tomorrow's collard greens and black eyed pea day.
It's in my fridge. It's ready. Peas are soaking right now. Getting them ready. I always soak them overnight in some chicken broth or whatever.
I do mine in butter.
That's good too.
I use, when I do my collards, because it's a Cajun thing, I use really hot spices and then like cayenne and paprika. And
it's good.
Sometimes I'll overload with a little bit of Italian because Italian goes good in everything. But
It does.
I love spicy collards, and I love that juice that comes with it when you do them properly, especially if you put like a cut of ham hock in it or like a ham bone or anything like that in there.
I've got some ham hock ready.
It's so good.
I do that in the peas and the collards.
I felt satiated, and that's brought a lot of joy to my fucking New Year's Eve. Yeah.
This is enjoyable, and then I get to look forward to some great food tomorrow. This is just great. This is great.
I feel like taking a nap now.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Got to go till 2 in the morning tonight, and
It's got that what do they call it in turkey and stuff like that? Makes you sleepy.
meat juice.
Fat fuck syndrome.
Gonna get the meat sweats.
I'm gonna eat so much steak I'll never see my pecker ever again. I thought that about fast food one time, and I was like getting pretty hefty. I was like, I'm gonna eat so much fast food I'm never gonna be able to play with my own pecker. So now you know why I quit.
This has been enjoyable. Dear Lord.
I'm really like, yeah, we didn't pray before this, man.
I know. That's kind of what it feels like. It was such a holy meal that we should have prayed. And I never pray.
I've kind of got like that little high that you get when you go to a fancy place and you had a good meal and you like know that the money that you spent was well worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm going to ride the New Year's buzz as long as I can. So, my resolutions. My boy did his goals list for 2025, and it got me to thinking, and I was like, it's been almost a decade plus since I've ridden a horse. So I kind of want to do that again. I didn't really have a good time the first time. I'm not gonna lie. Like I remember, I was wearing shorts though. If that tells you.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
And I had the saddle rub. But I had a good time being out in nature, so I kind of want to hit a trail, pay the money to ride a horse, These aren't really resolutions, nonetheless, they're goals, but
We had this argument today. When people say the resolutions and they say like one thing they want to do, is that a resolution?
or is it a goal?
In ways, it's both. I mean, I guess.
Well, they're always the same. I talked about this the other day with somebody. I said they're always the fucking same. They're lose weight, get a better job,
Yeah,
make
boring.
more money, stop eating so much, stay away from the sweets, take my diabetes medications.
It's the easiest
okay?
ones. It's the easiest ones.
I drew that over there. Did you see my new fucking artwork for the
Brand new one?
office? Yeah.
Let's take a peek here.
He's gonna get up the saunter over to the. No, you spilled some sauce on your white shirt. Just kidding.
Thank God.
Carry it with me forever. My funeral.
Meaningful. What we got?
Mommy.
Lose weight, exercise, write novels, eat healthy, eat a cat, get a cat,
Okay.
Israel, that says travel. Eat less pizza. No can do.
Yeah, no, we can't.
Love as much as possible. I'm right here. Let's see, care for all. Care for all.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man.
Care for all.
That's a tough one.
Care
to
for
do.
all is hard because I don't like people. A lot of them.
I was just making fun of frat kids earlier, and I'm not like a big fan.
Yeah.
So
Not good with that. There's a lot of people I don't like.
I
Some I'm related to. So.
want to buy a motorcycle in 2025 because I miss riding. So ride a horse, ride a motorcycle.
Okay.
I got a script I've got to finish, and I want to do that before the end of January, but I've been
that.
saying that for 6-8 months now.
Do that, please. Do that.
Should have been saying it for 4 years. I
Cheers.
started it 4 years ago. And it's only on page like 25, 25, 30. 25, 25, 25, 40, 30, 30, 35, 35, 35. Sold. 102. Pedal 102.
You keep talking. I'm going to keep eating.
65, 65, 75, 75, 75, 102, 104. I got sold. I wish I could do that, you know.
Yeah, it's impressive.
What all they're doing is speaking in tongues, but
No, that's fine.
what else is there? Oh, daggum, the entire world just
A
fell apart.
recording device has fallen.
That was my gut falling out from when I'm going to have the liquid shits from the steak.
Oh, yeah. Alcove's bathroom is in trouble tonight. I'll tell you. That was delicious. Thank you, sir.
I don't know. Other than that, I told you I was going to give up the Taco Bell.
Okay.
I want a new car or a better car.
Okay.
Jeremy's like, good job, homeboy. I was like, I mean, I've got some stuff going on where I don't really have to do that right now. I guess I'm really not really, that sounds sad, but I'm not looking forward to 25. But I did call it Be Alive, Staying Alive in 25.
Okay.
As sad as that, that's kind of depressing, but like,
Nah, I mean, hey, it's a goal.
yeah.
Damn it.
That what?
Okay, I'm situated. All
You want
right.
to sit on a coat or something? Like, you want
Nah,
that
I'll be
green
fine.
pillow?
I'll be fine. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right, so...
The angle is awkward. I'm used to you being like right
Yeah, I
there.
know.
And
I
was
know.
like,
I'm way
how
across.
do I twist my body to please you? I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix this. Here we go.
He's fixing it, guys.
There we go. All right, I fixed it.
All right, so where were we?
Staying alive in 25.
Staying alive in 25. Okay. Pretty good resolutions. I'm not good at the New Year's resolution thing, by the way. I never know what to say. I can think it all year long and just forget. But yes, eating at home more. Eating. Yeah, that's one. Because I'm tired of fast food. It tastes like shit.
Yeah, and
I'm really
it's
tired of
shitty
it.
service, and it's a lot of money, and like,
It's bad.
fuck that.
It's just
dude.
not good. It's not
And I
good
mean,
for you.
even if you cook at home and you don't get that same taste, you know what I'm saying? That satiation that you get from that fast food.
I
Like,
just
let's be
know that
honest.
eventually, if I cut it out enough, that taste wouldn't be a thing.
Let's be honest, though. We keep going back to fast food because we're addicted.
We're addicted to
Like,
it.
it's not necessarily a...
But I think if you cut it out for 6+ years and went back, it would
tastes like shit.
taste like ass.
Well, I mean, I
chemical.
tried. You know, I've been off it.
Oh, it's
for
impossible to
almost
do
4
because
years,
guess
yeah.
what you see everywhere you drive?
Fast food. Like every fucking
Fast food
Yeah.
and advertisements and... I mean, I'm not going to pack a fucking ham sandwich with me to go an hour and a half
You've
down
seen
the
that
road.
cute McDonald's commercial where the kid's eating McDonald's and people walk by and steal his nuggets and fries, and then eventually he gets a Burger King bag and sets it right in front of his McDonald's and keeps eating his French fries out of the Burger
I've
King
not seen
bag.
that.
Yeah, Burger King sued them for that.
Yeah,
Told
it
them they
does
couldn't
not
put that
shock
on the
me,
air.
yeah. That does not shock me at
Somehow
all.
it made the internet, though. Somebody taped it.
That's funny.
But we go because we're addicted. We're not necessarily like, we're fucking drones.
Hey, we're not. I never am like,
ingrained in
man,
our
I'm
bread.
craving this fast food place.
Would you crave that steak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's steak. I love steak. I do love steak.
I'm gonna toot my ego here, like on a ranking, on a scale of like 1 to like one to like Longhorns.
Oh my God! If the top is Longhorn, that's not good.
Wow, I love Longhorns.
I do not like Longhorn. I
Oh.
can't stand Longhorn or Texas Roadhouse or Outback.
Yeah, Texas Roadhouse is the shit.
I hate all of it.
I'm back. I've had some.
I go for the rolls only because I love bread.
Oh fuck! There's bread in the oven.
Oh shit!
A little late now. I can put this on pause, I guess. I don't want to cut it. Nah, it's not gonna burn the ovens off.
Probably not.
I don't think it's gonna catch fire.
It'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah,
It'll
it's
be fine.
fine. It's
We'll
all-
get out of here before it's done.
Yeah, let's pretend like we were never here.
Yeah. There's cameras in there.
Sure. There are, yes.
What a shame. Oh, what a shame.
What other than
Oh, my
fast
jacket's
food?
in there. I hope it didn't get burned down. Anyways, and my phone.
Your Bear Goldie Wilson jacket.
Yeah, yeah. What were we talking about? Fast food?
New Year's resolution / your tie is driving me crazy. I gotta fix it.
I can't tie a timer for shit. Anyways.
Giving up fast food. What's the next one?
Okay, I said giving up. Well, not necessarily giving up fast, just eating at home more. Blah, blah, blah. Wow, do I have any more? I know, and what can I improve on?
One's good enough.
This one's weird. Taking care of my hair more. Brushing it. I don't brush it well. I need to brush it more. That's a weird one, I know.
It's not weird. I mean,
I'm not
it's
good at
part
it.
of your body.
Because I'm like, females grew up with long hair. They were taught how it's done from day one. I've never been taught the proper management of long hair.
Yeah.
Never think about that. My mom never thought about that.
Well,
which is fair.
Lead you in on a little secret here. You ready?
What's that?
Condition before you shower. So before you shower, like maybe 5-10 minutes while you're getting prepped to go shower or whatever, getting your clothes together, go in the bathroom, just slather your hair with a conditioner, and you're going to shampoo and you're going to condition it. You're only going to do that every 2 days. Not every
Oh, yeah,
day.
I don't wash every day.
Not
It's bad
every
for
day.
your hair.
It is horrible for long hair.
Yeah.
I mean, even short hair, like you'll fucking start seeing hair loss at a young age if you wash it with sulfate shampoo. Like Head and Shoulders is the absolute. I read that shit on Reddit, and you got to believe that. It's true for trolling Reddit.
Absolutely.
But Head and Shoulders is the absolute worst for your head.
Yeah,
for
I've
your
heard.
scalp. Yeah. They've changed their recipe apparently in the last 5 years, so that like they're trying to say that they're not as unhealthy. But like I think that tingling sensation that you're getting is not a good thing.
I don't think so.
It was initially used as a medicated shampoo. Think about that. So you're not supposed to use that every time you wash. Oh, that's not a weird one, but yeah,
It's a
my
random
advice
one. Let's see.
You can brush while you got conditioner in too. That definitely keeps the tangles from
Oh,
tangling.
yeah, I do use a wet brush. That helps. Okay, another one. Should probably reach out to old friends from Georgia that I didn't abandon. We just haven't spoken much since I left Georgia.
You should do that tonight. You should be like,
Get
what?
drunk,
One of my
get drunk
favorite,
and text them.
yeah, one of my favorite New Year's things that I used to do all the time was like I would call people right after midnight, completely intoxicated, remind them how much that I loved them, talk about nothing, just to make sure. Like part of me did it solipsistically, where I was like, I want to make sure that for one, reassurance that I have these people in my life. 2, I want to make sure they're okay and that they had a good New Year's. And a lot of the times, the people that would pick up were just not doing the shit that I was doing. Because I make New Year's kind of grandiose. I have since I went to Vegas for New Year's, and it was a big ordeal. We used to have a New Year's party down the road, and that was a big deal for me. I was like, I'm just gonna start calling people on New Year. I think I got to a place where I felt lonely on the evening, and I saw all the couples having a good time, and I thought it would be a good idea for me to reach out and get out of my own head, and then. It helped me realize the people that I had in my life, and it helped me realize that, like, I wanted to make sure they were okay, too, that I was still empathetic and cared about them. I haven't really done that in the recent years, mostly because I've been sober, but, like, there's a select few people in my life now that I would call. You know.
For me, I don't like speaking on the phone much. It's not a thing I like to do. I especially don't call people much. But I will say, I did something similar to that, and this is why I love this movie so much when I watched Scrooged. That's why I started reaching out to people like that. And I think I should do it this year, but I probably won't.
Who was the lady?
Well, I'll keep that to me.
For all our deaf listeners out there. No one may have a lady in his pocket.
Well, this was a couple years ago, a few years ago.
A lady in your pocket's better than having a Peter in your pocket, though.
I wish I had a Peter in my pocket. I also wish I had a harmonica in my pocket.
We should go to that Ollie's and see if they got the giant Peter so you can carry that one around.
That's a good idea.
Want to see my Peter?
That's a good idea. Man, we need some of those thingy things tonight. The noisemakers.
They'll probably have them at the bar.
Think so?
And get them at Ollie's. Fuck it. We'll make a whole ordeal out of unplanned New Year's.
Hey, it's going good so
I'm
far.
sorry I fucked up the Christmas, So I mean,
It's fine. It's fine.
Man, we had steak, so I mean, it's fine.
Yeah,
Dude, I sent you that snap where I was like, I found the Holy Grail, and it was 50 cents for that Pez dispenser. I paid $3.50 for the one I gave you for Christmas, and I was like, how the fuck? I knew it was gonna happen though, but I just bought it and ate the candy. I don't want that Pikachu anymore.
I went to Christmas Eve, and I didn't bring the cock sauce, but I did tell the cock sauce joke because for some reason I got talked into doing pretty much stand-up comedy at fucking Christmas Eve,
right.
and I did.
Everyone's like, I heard you did stand-up.
That's kind of. I mean, I had a little flask in my pocket. That probably led to a little bit of it. So, I was feeling good, and I was like, I'll tell some jokes. I told them that stupid story about going to St. Patrick's Cathedral and doing the penis thing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I enjoyed that. Yeah, but it was fun, and I told them the cock sauce joke, and then the next day I gave some cock sauce. I found it at Walmart and gave that to my stepdad.
How do they feel about that? They're like, this is.
He thought it was funny. It's just my grandmother's like, dear Lord, which she's not like all holier than thou kind of thing, but she was just like, dear Lord.
He talked about his penis at Christmas.
She gave all the dudes presents, and everyone got this thing called Moose Munch. It was like popcorn, chocolate popcorn.
I mean, that sounds pretty cool, actually.
And we were all saying, we're gonna get together and munch some moose and fucking. And she was not happy about it at all.
Munch some box.
It was fucking funny.
They called those moose tracks because it was moose poo. Why they changed that? Why can't they call it moose poo still?
I don't know.
Moose tracks.
Moose tracks. Yeah, it's not special. But I like
we're new age now. We're all political and shit.
Yeah, but
we're all liberals.
Moose munch is allowed. I like munching moose, so it's okay.
I don't know why I would pay to see that. It's a little bit bestiality.
Wow. Wow.
He's getting in depth with that moose pushy. The mushy.
Bushy moose.
Mushy.
Oh,
shit, man. We still got like fucking 5 hours.
I know. We're not even close to the fucking Holy Grail. You know what's weird for me?
I'm feeling firecracker.
Now that I don't live in Georgia, it's so weird for them to be like every year. We didn't really go out. I'd go to the possum drop. We always just watched.
I want that experience in my life.
I've never done it. We will do it one day. I mean, I don't know. But we always watched Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. We watched the ball drop. I've never not watched the ball drop. So the fact that I'm not going to is really fucking weird to me.
It'll be on the tube at the bar.
I reckon.
Guaranteed. If it doesn't, tell them to put it on.
Yeah. It's just weird. It's weird. It's really weird. Especially for them to be in the new year, and I'm still got a fucking hour.
In Australia, it's actually about, I think they're 13 hours ahead. No. England is 11. So it's
yes.
But it's already New Year's there.
Yeah, it's been New Year's for them.
2025 there. Hey, Lord.
The future. The future, Marty. The future.
That was 10 years ago. We still are dressing like those fuckers.
I know.
We still don't have
two ties and inside out.
We're still dressing like we're in the 20s,
Yeah. What a shame.
My flat cap, the newsie from the fucking 20s. Oh, man. So you got roped into telling stand-up on
it was weird. I didn't want to do it, but yet I did.
You talked about packing a flask at Christmas, and I did that one year. I'm going to talk about being underage. And I went to Christmas and drank beer with my cousins and shit and family. We're Southerners. I was kind of, but I got litty. Like, I got drunk. And I was hanging out with my uncles and stuff and making them laugh because I was drunk. And they were just like, well, boy, he sure is having a going on. I'm like, oh, man. And now looking back on it, I'm like, what the fuck were they thinking? So I left my family Christmas to go to a bonfire party. And I was already drunk, so like by the time I had gotten back in the truck and headed that direction, I was passed out. Then I got to the party, and I started drinking more, and I blacked out right next to the fire. What a Merry Christmas that was.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, fucking A, man.
Yeah, I mean, I brought my Maker's Mark and I slipped some stuff in the cider.
Oh, he's fancy.
Yeah.
You know, I got Maker's Mark. I poured pee in the punch bowl
Yeah.
for Grandma to have a good eggnog.
You want some cider, Grandma? It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Sounded very demonic there.
Yeah, I know.
Some cider, Grandma.
Some cider, Grandma.
You want some moose pushy?
How does it feel?
Mushy. You want some mushy? What? They can say bussy. I can say bussy.
Yeah, we'll see. Munching moose, maybe. Love it.
I'm reminded of Compton's joke from a few months ago now. She's stimming everywhere.
Wow.
Oh, man.
This has been quite the interesting episode.
Dude, I got some gripes, but I don't really want to do them, you know?
Do it. Do it. Look, just keep it few, but
keep it few.
look, I had a good 2024, but there are always things that can be better. And there's always things that can be worse.
My 2024 wasn't bad. Like, I was dwelling on it a little bit yesterday and today. And I got to go back to Europe. I got to have time with the special lady friend. I finished a novel. I got better at pinball.
Hell yes.
We recorded.
Hell yes.
I applied myself to a few things. I made a commercial, which might as well be a short film. I'm getting a little emotional because, like, I think of it as shitty because of my mood right now, but, like, it could have been much worse. And, like, with everything that happened in the culture and society and all those things that people are dwelling on, to be like, fuck 2024. I look back on it and I'm like, yeah, I mean, it could have been worse. And I want 2025 to be like, I'm not looking forward to it because I don't really have a plan, you know. But like, I'm not like upset that it's happening. But I want 2025. Of course, I want it to be a better year, you know.
Can always be better or worse. So.
I don't know if it could get much worse than
You might not think it,
nah.
but it's. I mean, I'm not trying to make it downer here, but it's true. It's possible to be worse, and it's much possible to be much better. It's also possible for me to be exactly the fucking same.
We didn't ever talk about this after last year. Do you remember my last year gripe? Like,
I don't know if I do.
So I had met this girl that I'd been talking to for a couple of months, and I remember telling you that she was coming out to the bar. Mm-hmm. And beforehand, I had even told you, I remember that. I'm going to kiss this girl. And I was like, I kind of want to give that the props for why my 2024 wasn't shitty. You know, like I was like, I got the midnight kiss like I wanted, you know. I had built that up in my mind to be this little story and come to find out the story, but like, you know, she wasn't really into me and all this hoopty-dopty bullshit, but like, I still had that moment, you know. That's why I'm telling you tonight, don't let the whims of the universe take it away and fucking whatever happens, happens. If you have a good time, you have a good time. If you don't, there's always 2026.
Hell yeah, brother. Rock on.
Rock and roll. When's your next show coming up, man?
Next show?
I'm in town for a hot minute.
You know, I think it's like January 17th or something like that.
That's way off.
Yeah, it's a bit, but you know, I'm letting the guys get back in town and settle in, and
by then I'll be dead. Just kidding.
Please don't be, but we'll deal with that. Cross that bridge, and then
I would love for you to be sitting in here talking to yourself like you're talking to me.
Oh, don't think I won't do it. I don't know how the fuck I'll get in.
I'll give you the fucking lock-in code.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, no, let that motherfucker in there. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I mean, yeah. If I'd go tomorrow, I expect you to record a podcast at my funeral.
Yeah, I would do that. That's kind of a beautiful note.
I also expect you to curate it.
I would
make it funny as hell.
You know what? We've joked about this before, but I would Dan Band the shit out of it. I fucking need you now more than ever.
That'd be funny as hell.
That's a song that I would sing. Hold on. Let's have a little bit of fun. Fuck it. You know, it's New Year's Eve, all right? I'm going to pitch you my funeral ideas. I've been writing this so sweet. 17, I used to do this thing. I recorded myself prior to New Year's Eve, like a couple of days before, saying, if I do perish, this is kind of what I want my stuff. I don't know why I've always been, like, maybe I experienced death at a young age, but, like, I always kind of thought that it would be a good idea to have that in case anybody was like, well, what do we do for his little wake and funeral? So I always made this idea that everyone had to watch every single fucking movie that I made.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that's going to stem to like fucking 3-4 hours long now, but like, fuck you, I'm dead. Enjoy it.
I like it.
And I made a list of 5 songs that I wanted in memoriam. And I can't remember them because they're written down, but like one of them was Kisses God Gave Rock and Roll to You, As Much As You Hate It. I would be like on cloud 9 if you showed up and was just like, I got to karaoke this.
Absolutely.
He fucking knows that I hate Kiss, so I'm going to grant him one little wish.
I'll do it.
But I always joked about having a $50 bill in my back pocket of my ass cheeks, so that my boy had to dig into the fucking thing for beer money.
There you go.
For that evening, because I was like, I'm gonna leave you something when I die, but you're gonna have to reach for it and get the buried treasure. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
I did. I've always said that. I said, when I die, I put a fucking $50 bill in my back pocket for my boy so he can go out that evening and have a good evening on my dime. It's post-mortem, but like, that's for you. But you're still going to have to go in and get in between the cheeks.
You're going to have to take a little risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right in front of everybody.
I've done that weird thing, too, where I think, like, things I want at my funeral. And I haven't written it down, but...
I think it's human, yeah.
It's human. I want... And it's probably not going to happen because it'd be hard to find, but I want to be transported in an Ecto-1.
You want David Gilmour to have a laser show?
I want David Gilmour to show up. Yeah. Pink Floyd to reunite. But I want to be transported in an Ecto-1, of course. If possible.
That's doable. What if it's the
with a DeLorean in front of
Ecto-1?
me? I'd fine. Whatever. An Ecto-1. It would be funny
What
as
if
shit.
it's a Cybertruck DeLorean?
Yeah, I don't know about that one. You can bring me back to life. And
I'd come back to life and then I'd kill the Cybertruck,
yeah, and then just die again. But let's see. So that's one. I don't want people to wear black and drab. I want them to wear their favorite movie tee or band tee or whatever, and they need to be able to name 3 songs from, the band.
Nirvana t-shirt.
No Nirvana t-shirts are allowed. No Fleetwood Mac is allowed.
Damn. He's real specific.
Buckle up, because there's a lot of songs I want played at my funeral. Like, I can't pick. One of them, and I don't know why, I want Rainbow Connection played at my fucking funeral. I watched Jim Henson's funeral, and they did it, and I was like, fuck yeah, I want that. That's funny enough, yet it's sad enough, I think, that it could be good. I want Rainbow Connection played at my funeral. I want
Toto
a cover
Africa.
band or someone to play all of my favorite songs, like, by my graveside. And I don't want people eating, like, fried chicken. I want people smoking fucking ribs. I want it to be a Woodstock. I want my funeral to be as close to Woodstock as you can get it. Yeah.
You want 400,000 people to show up and stay up on
If that's what it takes. Whoever is there, I don't care if it's 3 people. I need it to be a fucking, like, rock.
Have you ever seen Man on the Moon, Jim Carrey flick?
Yeah.
Where they're doing the sing-along at the end of the... Fucking gets me every time. I'm just like, what a wonderful soul to have his wake not only be about him, but to bring joy and content to everybody's heart. And like, I remember when I was a kid, I saw that. I was like, I'm changed. Like, I definitely want to record. I think that's why I started when I was like 16, 17, recording myself. Because I want everyone to have that little moment too, where like, yeah, death fucking sucks. Like, it's like one of the worst things you can go through outside of a breakup. It's like, it's harsh. It warps your mind and you forget things and you try and capture all the memories you can by stuffing them in the filing compartment. But chances are likely they disappear, All we have of what's left is inner minds of that person, right? And maybe some of their belongings. But let's face it, I mean, we can't take those with us.
No.
But that shit, like... It changed me as a kid where I was just like, you can be happy at a funeral? Not because somebody's dead, but like because you're in camaraderie and you're in communion with other people. And we got really deep on fucking...
Yeah, I know.
That's fine. Fucking...
I'm not good with death either. It's not an easy thing.
No one is, dude. I've never met a single soul that can just like handle it. Because you're not...
I handle it well up front. It's just like I don't cry at funerals and shit. It's just like deep down I'm like, man, I don't really get the fucking thing. It's weird.
Yeah, it's kind of pointless. I don't know if I've ever told you the story of my grandmother. And since we've gotten really deep, but like, I remember my grandfather's funeral or my father's funeral, which is sad that I don't remember the certain one because they were so close together. But people were crying and they were mourning. And of course they say the same shit, it's a fucking redactive statement that so you hear over and over again. It's like, if there's anything I can ever do for you, let me know.
Oh yeah.
People were sad. And my grandmother was so composed. And she didn't cry. And she didn't look sad. She just looked like my grandmother. And I'm over here bawling my ass off, where I was like, close the fucking casket, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see him go, but like, I can't look at this shit anymore. And I remember talking to my grandmother about it. It's one of my heartfelt moments that I'll carry with me to my grave, which is the wrong expression. But I asked her, I said, how do you do that? And how do you keep yourself together? And she looked at me square in the eyes and she kind of grabbed my cheeks like this and she went, I'm shedding my tears.
I've shed my tears. And it was one of the most beautiful, sentimental things she could have ever said to me. And I take that to me when I go to funerals. I think of her every single time because of that little expression. And somebody probably did that for her. I mean, she went through a lot in her lifetime. Of course, I do have this expression that my grandmother gave me that I'm going to equate to something else, but she said, red skies at night, sailors delight. Red skies in the morning, sailors take warning.
Wow, that sounds like some demonic, scary thing.
I equated it to periods.
That could work too. Could see that.
When I was a kid, I didn't, but like growing older, I was like, does that have something to do with the menstrual cycle? Grandma?
That's funny.
No, I think it means that, the storm is coming when you have red sky in the morning. Because you can see today's sunset was calm. And did you see it?
No.
I was driving in and I was like, this is one of the most beautiful sunsets I've seen in my life. And I was like, what a way to kind of kick off my New Year's mood, despite where my head was at. But those are two expressions I still carry with me because of her. Anything else? I don't know. It's all confuzzled. Other than my love of music, I'm thankful that she bought me my first trombone.
Oh yeah.
She encouraged me to stay in band despite my want to quit because I had social anxiety. She encouraged me. She showed up to every single one of my concerts despite the fact being handicapped and hardly able to walk and shit. That's love, brother. It's we are so blessed to have what we have, man.
Yeah.
While we have it.
That's New Year's.
Yeah.
This is the shit that we're supposed to think about on New Year's, I guess.
I don't think so.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not at all.
It's supposed to be a rebirth.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like new beginnings, a new chance. I get sad. I don't cry, but I get emotional and sad when the ball drop. Well, I guess not drop, but when the clock strikes midnight.
You're not the only one. I feel that too.
I feel it.
But I also get this notion of here is the time, like you said, to change my life.
I get nervous.
I get another year on this earth, and I get an opportunity to do the things that I expected to do the year prior.
Yeah.
So why not go ahead and get the jumps? That's why a lot of people join gyms and shit right at the start.
Yeah, I bet gyms are swimming at that time of year. I get nervous right before midnight. I don't know why. I get that kind of
think the world's gonna explode or something?
No, not nervous fucking Y2K.
Yeah,
but
Y2K. Speaking of that, have you heard of the he's a comedian from Saturday Night Live that got kicked off after a year or two?
Shane Gillis.
No, but he did a movie called Y2K, and I watched it.
I'm trying to think who got kicked off. What year did the movie come out?
This year. That's a 2024 release.
Comedian that got kicked off after a couple of years. Huh. I can't think of anyone that's been kicked off recently besides.
It's not Y2K.
I don't know.
Mooney. He's the guy that did the Bixby Bear movie, which you probably haven't seen. It's a weird movie.
I don't know who the hell this is.
We're getting there, bro. We're getting there.
I feel like I would.
Did I smell steak. It's a weird Kyle Mooney. Yeah.
Wonder why. Okay. I don't think I know who that is. Weirdly.
I'm showing. His image is coming in 3, 2, 1. And printed into your Google brains if you're wearing your Google goggles.
I'm blind.
If you're wearing your Google goggles.
Look at it.
Oh my God! You're looking at his crotch now, Noah. Gosh, dang it!
I've never seen this guy in my life, and I haven't stopped watching SNL, and I haven't seen this guy in my life. Maybe I just haven't paid attention.
Yeah, he was on SNL.
Huh? Weird. What do
he
you
do?
He was
in Zoolander. Fuck, I don't know. I don't remember.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Oh, I remember the New Year's resolution.
Lay it on me, brother.
Simply see if I have what it takes to write songs.
Yeah.
I don't know if I do.
I encourage.
But I need to try.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to try it. Yeah. I'm not saying write songs. That's not a resolution. See if I have what it takes to do it. Which I might not.
That's not true. You're perfectly capable of doing it.
I might be.
Don't
or I might not.
knock yourself down when you're done with it, because
I'm very unconfident about it. So
my punk songs when I was in high school, middle school, because I had a band called the Electric Potatoes when I was in middle school.
Hells yeah.
I wrote, I think, a notebook page full, maybe 12 pages of thongs. I wrote 12 pages of thongs.
Thongs. I made thongs for you.
Pussy Floss. That's my new band name. And I'm gonna sing like this. Pussy Flow. I'm gonna sound like 50 Cent and his residency in Las Vegas. Have you heard about this shit? Anyway, my songs when I was in middle school.
Spinning off, yeah.
They were like, do you know where the lunchroom is? I gotta get my square pizza. I want to get that milk carton.
I would listen to this.
Yeah, that was my fucking shit in middle school.
I would listen to that. I really
You
would.
hate punk rock. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
The big bully had punched me in the face. So what did I do? I shit in his ice cream.
That's funny. That's funny. How'd you record it?
We didn't record.
Oh, okay.
We got together twice, I think. And then we just talked. We wanted to be cool, so we just talked about having a band. You know, it was one of those notions.
Good times.
And then years later, I wrote this song for the Electric Potatoes. Just told my buddy about it. He's like, well, let's fucking write a song about it. And I was just like, okay, I'll play the guitar part. And I started playing my 16-note shitty half chord bar rhythm crap. I was dun 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 wow dun 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 dun. And he goes, potatoes. That was the song.
That's good. Yeah.
Don't die yourself, man. I mean, anything's fucking capable.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
High school was like pine and love story bullshit. It's
Yeah.
just, you know.
That's not my thing. I don't
Look
think.
at the girl that didn't like me. Why did the cheerleader not let me finger her? You know, kind of shit.
You know it's you, babe.
Yeah, please. You know, you're a very deep soul, so I think it's
Am I?
possible. Yeah, absolutely. You're very.
I don't assess myself
You're
at
much
all.
more cultured.
or
I've told you
Wells.
this before than
I-
most
I-
people
I mean,
your
I
age
could
and
see
shit
that,
like
for
that.
sure.
So I mean, you can search within inside yourself and find out what it is you choose. Like, obviously, you're a huge Pink Floyd fan, which is
Of
like
course.
lyrics about like the strangest, oddest of like things. Like, you know, the only one that's coming to mind right now is like, you can't have your meat if you don't eat your pudding. You can't have your pudding if you don't eat your meat. You know, I
that's a
mean,
good
think
one.
about that. That's a lyric in a song, and people sing along to it every fucking day.
No, yeah, it's definitely. If I wrote something along the lines of that, I'd be like, "Wow, what the fuck does this? This is stupid." I would throw that in the trash. So yeah, I understand what you're saying, but
I'm trying to bolster you right now, you know. When I finished my novel this year, like recently within 2024, in December, the entire 2 years that I had been looking at this thing, I was like, this is utter shit. Like, what the fuck am I thinking? I don't have any standings with heroin. I've never done it. I've seen it. I don't have any interest in using it. It scares the living fuck out of me. Crack, meth, cocaine, all those things I like. If I see you pull it out right now, I'm gonna like run. I'm gonna run scared. So for all our deaf listeners in the audience, Noah's reaching into his
I
pocket
left
for
my
his crack pipe.
stogie in there. Oh, bless you.
Damn. But I thought, this is horrid. And I wanted that feeling when I finished it. Like normally when I finish a screenplay, I get this like moment, you know, where I'm like, fucking hey, dude.
Yeah.
And it's Weed, Whiskey, War, and Zevon. Like almost every single. I got that from Hank Moody. And I'll relax. I'll feel accomplished. I'll be like, I left a little. And even if I don't leave a mark on the world, I'll be like, I left a mark on the world. But what I'm getting at here is that like, you are your own worst critic. And the only way to ever judge that is to get outside of your own mind and put it out into the world, which is something I'm really bad at doing. Not a single one of my short films outside the shit from like 2010 is on the internet. Because I'm so scared of opinions.
Me too.
Like I covet it so much that like I would love an opinion from you, not from strangers on the interwebs. But once it comes out of here and you edit it and you think about it once or twice, it's honestly no longer your baby. It's the world's to interpret. You know, I don't think there's a musician, artist, filmmaker, writer alive right now who doesn't think that their work is something out of the trash can. So I mean, just do it. You'll never know until you
like
do. You know?
It's good. I like it. It's just I will give it a effort, and then we'll see. Yeah, it is. See what the band can do with it. That's the good thing is I have a band.
And if it turns out to be not for you, then
That's what it is.
That's
Yeah, it is what it is.
what it is.
I just want to try and put that part of my soul at ease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then who knows? Maybe in 5 more years, when you have an experience again, you'd be like, I'm going to awaken my soul again.
Never know.
I had my soul awakened recently. Do you shine your shoes with semen?
You know what? This is like the fourth time I've worn these fucking shoes. But yeah, sometimes I would feel like, man, those shoes are hot.
I come on them and then I wipe it off.
Yeah.
You know, what socks are you wearing today, sir?
MTV. New socks. They were given to me.
Man, you remember that song?
I'm guessing you mean Dire Straits.
Dire Straits. What's the name of the tune, though?
Money for Nothing.
Money for Nothing. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we play that one, of course.
Do you sing the lyrics?
Yeah.
Does anybody react?
Sometimes a frat guy's like, oh yeah, faggot.
Every time I'm at the gym, I play that song for some reason because
Really?
it's a hype tune.
That's
It
a
definitely
hype
like
tune,
bolsters me.
I mean, that
like,
fucking guitar.
that
He is one of the most underrated guitarists ever. And I will die on
Journey's
that.
Only the Young.
That's a good one.
That is such a beautiful gym tune.
Yeah.
And Lunatic Fringe. Lunatic Fringe comes from this movie called Vision Quest. And yeah, I've heard it before that, but like Vision Quest is all about this dude dropping weight to beat somebody in his underweight class in wrestling. Beautiful fucking 80s film. If you haven't seen it, I highly praise this film because it's like there's a scene in this movie that has absolutely nothing to do with Matthew Modine. But there's the older fella that he works with who's like his muse. You know, he's like his like mentor in life because he knows more. And Matthew Modine's coming into his coming of age adulthood where he's starting to experiment with sex. But the old man talks about, he's not really that old, he's in his 50s, but he smokes so much that he might as well be 80. What is it?
I want to pull a clip up if I can.
Is that okay, Noah? It's
Go
New Year's
ahead.
Eve. Is it fine to do?
Go ahead.
I'll let you fill the air.
Yeah, so I don't really see a problem with playing Money for Nothing and saying those words. I've seen people cut that verse out or replace it with the clean version. But, like, it's just a fucking song. Like, no one means anything by it. And if you break down the context of the song, he was just writing what he heard in an appliance store, which I think is a really cool thing, and he did that many times with his writing. I really like his
We gotta
writing.
sell these refrigerators.
Yeah. It's been weird. See, again, if I wrote that, I'd be like, what the fuck does this mean? But then they make this fucking fire-ass song about it, and it goes insanely popular. Literally, MTV adopts it because Sting's beautiful, beautiful vocals. Anywho.
Sorry, the version that I found was 3 minutes long, and I didn't feel like playing.
That's
the
not
last 10
good.
minutes. Yeah.
That's kind of like in that song Hurricane by Bob Dylan when he says that one word that I won't say. Even though that's my favorite Bob Dylan song.
I found a new favorite Bob Dylan song.
What's that?
Tonight I'm Gonna Be With You, something like that.
Okay. You can dive into Bob Dylan a lot and you'll find a new one a lot.
Very famous soccer player.
You should listen to his Christmas album
There's a
from
room here
2000.
one
I
day.
love the Christmas song. We used to spin that every
2009
Watching
one?
Mexican channel on TV. I don't know nothing about Pele. I'm watching what this guy can do with a ball on his feet. Next thing I know, he jumps up in the
You're not
air.
gonna be able to see it, but you can kind of get the idea of who the.
Kicks the ball in, upside down and backwards. The goddamn goalie never knew what the fuck hit him. Pele gets excited. He rips off his jersey. Starts running around the stadium, waving it around over his head. Everybody's screaming in Spanish. I'm here sitting alone in my room. I start crying. Yeah, that's right, I start crying.
Oh, I touched him.
There's another human being, species, which I have to belong to. Kick a ball. Lift himself. The rest of us sad-ass human beings up to a better place to be, if only for a minute. Let me tell you, kid, it was pretty goddamn glorious. It ain't the 6 minutes. It's what happens in that 6 minutes.
I wish I talked like that. That'd be cool.
You can, man. All you got to do is get some life experience under your belt. And,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a powerful moment where he, it's a pinnacle sports film. I'm surprised you haven't watched it yet.
I
I
haven't,
mean, it's not very well known, but like, if you're a Matthew Modine fan from
I am.
Stranger Things and
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket, of course.
What's that one? There's another movie I like. Wait a minute. I can't think of what it I'll think of that later.
Yeah, but Vision Quest, I don't know how I came across that.
You know, I have Vision Quest. I don't think
You would have known if you've seen it because
I haven't seen it, but I know it's popped up and it's there, and I'm like, I should watch this, and I never fucking do.
Should. Who's Linda from Men in Black? The actress is Linda something. Anyway, the short and long. But what he's discussing is the fact that like he's sitting in his room alone watching the most incredible sports affair he's ever seen in his life. And he realizes that he's not capable of doing that, but other people in the human race are. And it makes him sad because he feels like he's like wasted his life and other people should make accomplishments. And watching his friend win the quote unquote wrestling match would be an accomplishment for him as well in life. And we've all had those moments, sports or not. You know, I recently was at the film festival this year, and a friend that I made, their film won Best Picture, and I was on cloud nine. I was like, this is amazing. Like, congrats. Moving, touching, a great fucking way to inspire for New Year's.
Okay.
Let's go blow some shit up now.
Blow some shit up.
Yeah, man. Happy good New Year to you, good
This
sir.
has been great.
The
The steak was amazing.
Yeah.
And this is the
got
beginning
deep
to a long,
breath.
fantastic night.
Another 4.5 hours. What's that? 7, 8? Yeah, 4.5 hours.
And guess what? We get to play pinball.
Happy New Year. Oh, but then I got to get some cash out. Happy New
I've
Year's
got some
to
cash for
everyone.
Happy New Year.